Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Brown family is leaving their existing home base and scattering, much to Kody Brown's dismay. Although the majority of the Sister Wives family now resides in Arizona or Utah, a growing number of Kody's children are beginning to relocate. Madison and her husband, Caleb, moved to North Carolina, leaving among the first to depart. Isabel has also said that she would like to relocate to New York. Mykelti Patron most recently declared that she and her husband, Tony, were moving to North Carolina. The 28-year-old daughter of Christine and Kody Brown, however, has decided to keep their reasons for moving a secret. The reason behind this abrupt decision is something that fans are keen to learn. Is Mykelti relocating to North Carolina then? This is the opinion of the fans. Fans of Sister Wives speculate as to Mykelti's relocation to North Carolina. It's clear that Kody Brown and his 3 previous wives don't get along. Many of Kody's connections with his children have been strained by the constantly shifting dynamics within the family. On June 14, Mykelti revealed on a YouTube live session that she and her husband Tony, along with their 3 kids, were going to relocate to North Carolina. The TLC personality withheld the cause for their relocation. Tony went on to say that the move is very expensive, which is why the couple has chosen to sell their Utah house. There's going to be a lot, he continued, because the packing process has begun. The reasons for Mykelti's choice to move away from her parents have been the subject of popular speculation following this announcement. Mykelti made it clear that their choice was unaffected by her North Carolina residing relative Maddie. She does, however, see a value to this. Given that each of the sisters had 3 children, supporters think this is more than simply a coincidence. Since their houses are only a short car ride away, this might help them raise their children together. According to a different well-liked fan idea, Mykelti might be attempting to maintain her relevance in the television industry. Given that the central idea of Sister Wives has been disproved, a Reddit user conjectured that Mykelti would be moving close to Maddie for a prospective spin-off. Mykelti's move and shared lifestyle with Maddie could provide a fresh perspective to a possible spin-off series. TLC hasn't, however, released any such statements. Whatever the ideas, it's possible that Mykelti is just relocating in search of a change of scenery or a possible career opportunity. Before relocating to Lehi, Utah, in 2021, the pair lived in St. George, Utah. Sister Wives. What made Maddie leave her parents behind? Maddie and her family left their Arizona home in July 2016 and relocated to North Carolina. In a podcast interview, Maddie said she wanted to be away from the drama in the family. My family is clearly disintegrating on television. It's not kept a secret. Maddie spoke it straight. I always tell Caleb that I'm grateful because I feel like God moved us here, and you can see it. She also disclosed the fact that her children do not know their grandfather. She remarked, "They don't know who my dad is. They fail to identify him. As I already stated, I won't compel you to interact with my children." Maddie severed her relationship with Kody over time, ostensibly following Christine's 2021 breakup. The patriarch of the Brown family was taken aback by this, but Janelle provided clarification. During an episode, she added, "Maddie doesn't call him because of his behavior lately. I'm not sure what to do with him," she says. "I have no idea who this guy is." Madison needs to think about her kids. She needs to think about how stable their perception of a grandfather is. Watch this space for more Sister Wives news, spoilers, and updates on the TV season. Mykelti Brown, the star of Sister Wives and the daughter of Kody Brown, and his ex-wife Christine Woolley, recently made the announcement that she will be leaving Utah for good. After spending many years in Utah, Mykelti Brown, her husband Tony Patron, and their family are relocating to the wonderful state of North Carolina. Mykelti excitedly announced the news during a Patreon and YouTube exclusive broadcast, saying, "North Carolina is where we're moving." Tony Patron added, "We're going to move out of Utah. further outlining the choice. Moving to the wonderful state of North Carolina is our plan. Actually, nobody in the internet universe has been informed. Tony went into further detail about the practical aspects of the move, pointing out that they had to sell their Utah house because moving to North Carolina would be expensive. With the move, Mykelti and her family embark on a new chapter and make a major geographic change away from her father, Cody, and his wife, Robin, who still reside in Utah. Cody and Robin, along with their kids, are based in Arizona or Utah, where the majority of the Brown family kids live. But a few years ago, Maddie Brown and her husband, Caleb Brush, along with their 3 kids, moved to North Carolina, where they currently own a house. Mykelti clarified that they are not relocating to North Carolina in order to be closer to her sister, Maddie. However, having some cousins nearby for our kids to spend time with is a really nice perk. Mykelti, who is married to Tony, said, "That's exciting then." Mykelti's mother, Christine Brown, is not happy that her daughter is moving to North Carolina. "Let's not talk about it." In answer to a Patreon user's inquiry concerning Christine's thoughts on the relocation, Tony joked. Mykelti said, "My mom is happy for our adventure, but she said carefully, she's sad that we're leaving her, but she supports our decisions because we're doing this for our family." Right now, Gwendolyn is the only child of Christine and Cody, who lives in Arizona. The other 5 of their 6 children are all living in Utah. There are a lot of emotions involved. Mykelti continued, "We therefore make an effort to spend as much time as we can with my siblings, Tony's family, my mom and David, and the children on this side of the family. We're trying to get together and make the most of our time together because as we get farther apart, it will get harder." Mykelti mentioned that Mr. and Mrs. Brown have no plans to move to North Carolina with them, but she did not reveal Cody and Robin's feelings regarding their upcoming move. Maddie gave thanks for living in the Tar Heel state in a podcast interview from November, highlighting how it keeps her and her kids away from the drama inside the Brown family that is playing out in Utah and Arizona. "My family is clearly disintegrating on television." In the podcast, Maddie said bluntly, "It's not a secret. It's visible to you. I tell Caleb that I'm thankful for our move here because I believe God brought us here. My parents are very opinionated, and even though I love them, it was easy to get caught up in the minutiae. I think that's the right word, where you were raised to do things because that's what your parents did." Maddie went on, "Thus, I think that coming into my own was a pretty beneficial thing for me. My children will be raised in the manner that I see fit. My kids didn't witness the grief that still exists in the family." During the conversation, Maddie disclosed that Cody hasn't actively interacted with her kids, so they don't know him well. She did, however, thank her mother, Janelle, and Christine for maintaining strong relationships with her kids in spite of their distance from one another. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.